I wonder how. I wonder
yeah.
how you could have possibly known that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Born in 1948. Oh, you look young. Established 1948.
Of course, I am the Yale Bell. The singular bell.
Just texting Dr. B to make sure
Is everybody heard someone walk?
everything sounds.
What?
Oh no, I thought I heard someone.
No.
Okay, we are live. They are aware of that, so I would start talking, and if anything happens, they will tell us.
Okay. Hello, Jeremy. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. What about yourself?
Yeah, very nice. I'm very pleased that you're playing the Ballade from Chef Rodiers. Maybe you know that was my stepfather. So I heard him play that, yes, of
Oh
course.
my goodness.
He was a Carillon in Meissen near Brussels, and he was also a teacher at the Carillon school, the Royal Carillon school in Mechelen.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Wow. So I have a lot to live up to then.
Okay, so this is a ballade or a ballad, so ballade in Dutch. And a ballad, it wants to talk, it wants to tell a story, you know. So you have to play like you are telling a story to the public. So yeah, let's listen what you are making out of that.
Okay.
Okay, till there for the moment, because I still have something to say about
Of
what
course.
we're playing now. So it's moderato deciso, that means decised. So
Precise.
decised, yeah, deciso in Italian. And I wouldn't really tremolo this second beat, Tom, pa pam pam, but it is accentuated. There is an accent, so the first beat is not so much accentuated, but especially the second beat, Tom, pa pam pa di da di. Yeah.
Okay, so like direction to the second.
Yeah, and so you have it here. It comes back. It comes back all the time on the second beat. Da, da, da. And I would do it without tremolo because this, especially this kind, is really resonant enough. And it's not really necessary. I think most of the tremolos are on its place when you have something going on, like sforzando, crescendo, diminuendo, and if it's a whole passage, for example, that it's very lyrical, you can use tremolo. But in this case, I wouldn't do it because it's not really necessary. Okay, let's try it again.
No tremolo.
No tremolo there. Yeah. Yeah, and so here you have a real sforzando, so that the first note is very strong, also with the bass, and then you can do a sforzando piano. So the second note is piano, and that gives you the opportunity to make a crescendo there. Can you do this? Da-dum. Yeah. Can you articulate a bit more? So because our triplets, so a little bit more articulation. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Further.
No tremolo?
Over and over again. It's a B flat. Da di da di da B flat. Yeah. sometimes you can do a kind of interpretation there. So the dee da da dee da dee dum da dee dee da da dee da dee da dee dum dee da da dee. So at the end a little bit more dramatic.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and then wait long enough there, and then you have to build up. Articulation again, because this carries very resonant, and otherwise it's becoming too much of a blur.
Okay.
So always on the second one there. Yeah. The ritenuto here is tilted a tempo.
Even more, okay.
Yeah. So it's going through the first tempo.
So maybe I should start.
Yeah. Okay. Watch out for the rhythm. So it's in 6/8 here. You were before in 9/8. So at the end it's poco ritenuto there. So it's more or less 3 times the same. Okay, the pedal is changing a little bit, but you can do a little bit of stingendo in the beginning there on this passage. And then he writes poco ritenuto even. So it's like you're still in balance, you do a stringendo and a poco ritenuto. That's actually a lot of times how rubato works.
Yes.
So you speed up and then you go a little bit slower. So that is a little bit of a balance. A rubato always has to sound natural enough.
Yes.
If you overdo it, if you suddenly speed up, then it will sound out of balance, and then people think you cannot play rhythm or whatever. So be very carefully with rubato, but especially in romantic music, in other music also of course, but especially in romantic music, you should play rubato, otherwise it sounds like a MIDI file, and you don't want to sound like that, of course.
Of course.
Okay, first the tempo there. Yeah. Okay, go on.
Like that?
Yeah. Okay, so the same remark as before. I wouldn't tremolo there.
Oh, okay.
It's resonant enough, especially this Carillon. Otherwise, it's a little bit also too short. It's not. You cannot really do something very musical on this tremolo, and it's con anima. So it means a little bit of spirit there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. A little detail there. That's it. So you have a beat there, a beat. You have to play towards this upbeat.
I'll play it.
Yeah. So not da 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 da. Otherwise, you lose the direction. I know it's forte, but not all fortes are
Not
equal.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Not all animals are equal. will bring a bit more of anima in it, of animo in English probably, but con anima means actually it's soul, and so you have do-di-do-da.
So more agante?
A little bit more stringendo also there.
Oh,
Da-da-di-do-di-do, da-da-dum-bum-ba-di-di-di-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. And so and there you do a little bit of ritornito. Then he says again, polka accelerondo. And there you can do a little bit of accelerondo, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it again. It says sforzando, that's really a big accent. And then he writes diminuendo. So it's actually sforzando piano on that tremolo, sforzando piano, and then a molto crescendo. So it's really a big accent. And then you can do the crescendo, yeah? Yeah, and make your a bit, nicer, and make your a bit softer, so that the sforzando is coming out more, yeah? Yeah. And here I would make an exception of the thing what I said about the tremolo.
Oh.
Because what is happening here? So you're going over into 16th notes.
Yes.
And then otherwise this stops. There's nothing happening here. So you just have nothing is happening. So
yes. Okay.
there you can do it. So big accent in the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a sforzando and then a diminuendo. And only the last note has a small accent, because he puts a dot there on the last note, small accent. But in the beginning is a real big accent. At the end, again. Yeah, and that's also still in the ritornito. And then wait long enough.
So when you have something like a ritardante where it only looks like it's going here, should I carry that through the measure?
Yeah. So
okay.
A lot of times you don't have to take the things literally. So if because ritornito maybe they didn't have place to put the dots and so on.
True.
And yeah, you feel that okay, it's the end of a phrase. It's a bit strange that immediately there you will have a tempo. No, the tempo is coming there where you have this big B flat.
So be very dramatic, right there.
Yeah.
Same thing here?
Yeah. What I do here, because it's the B flat, and of course this B flat is even more to the left than in Europe. You have even a C, a B flat, and the pedals are shifted more to the left. It's radial, so it's okay. That makes it easier to play than without radiality. But what I do, especially if you're not built too tall, as we are actually, I think we are the same height. I put my weight on that side, on the left side. So I will demonstrate. So you have, and then if I do this, that you really have a big sound. And you see, I put my weight here, and even with my right foot, I'm here on the ground. And of course, you have to be aware that later on you will have to play your right foot. Yeah. But because now what happens often, and here also a bit when you were playing the B flat, was just a little bit too late because it's a very heavy note. If you put your weight to the left and you give all this strength there, then it's on the beat. Then it will be on the beat and it will be rhythmically correct.
So from
yeah, good. Okay, there normally they will do a tremolo.
Oh,
Yes, yeah, because this note is prolonged, because otherwise you don't hear it. The way you played, you didn't hear it. So you can do it in several ways, or you do it just like this.
yes.
If you have a Carillon that doesn't work so well, it's not very well adjusted, you have to play it with your both hands, the tremolo, and then of course with your left hand you jump. That's the safest method.
Okay.
If you are a well-adjusted Carillon, you can do like this. Okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was a tenuto mark. Oh.
No, this is tremolo mark. Yeah. And I would tremolo till you play this E flat. So otherwise it stops too sudden. So you have and then till there. Huh? Then you have a smooth transition over there. Okay, but allargando. So G, dum, pa. These three last notes are allargando. Okay, go on. You have to tell a story because now you're a bit like a racing horse that has to go to his stable. Here, a little poco ritornito, pochissimo ritornito. Yeah, and there. So you repeat yourself there. The phrase is repeated, but in forte, you have to let it hear. There's a repeat. So the first note, you delay a little bit and make it a little bit longer there with this repeat. Okay. Much better. Yeah, take your time there. So dum pum pum. Also a little bit of breath there. Dum pum pum pum. And then you first are making diminuendo, and then later on a crescendo, diminuendo, and so on. Yeah.
So maybe from
Yeah. see that the pedals are coming out well because here is a theme again.
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum. So it's coming back again. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you have accelerando, poco a poco,
Yes.
but actually there's a new phrase starting, so you have to build it up again. So dum pa bum pa da da, dee da da dee da da, and then here it sounds do do dee dum pa bum. So this little phrase or little motive has to come out again. Dum ba dee da da dee da dee 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 dee. Yeah, that's what I mean.
So emphasize the top
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Tremolo here?
Yeah, there I would tremolo. So there is nothing happening.
Yes.
So yeah, I would tremolo there. Otherwise, there is no movement anymore.
Yes.
So yeah, I would do there.
Okay, so that was good. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can even do it longer. Da da dee da da tum pa.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So okay. So you have this passage there, and so on. Okay. But at a certain moment you have accelerando. It's very gradual. I didn't really hear a lot of accelerando.
Okay.
Can you do that again?
So more. Okay.
A bit more, yeah. So in the beginning, okay, up tempo, normal. Yeah, and this has to come out again. So the pedal, tom, ta dum, pam. Yeah, yeah. That's a theme again, huh? Ba dum, pam.
So accelerando?
Yeah, accelerando. Da da dee da dum, dee dee dum, da dee dee dum, dee dee dum. Okay, stop there. Ritenuto. Wait. Wait. Okay, now.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
there. Oh.
So you see, so then the cantando starts, and you really have to wait. The sound is still in the air, especially on this Carillon, and so you have to wait because now something very lyrical, very intimate is going to happen with the cantando. All right?
Okay, so that would be from.
Wait. Wait. Okay. Yeah, there I would also tremolo. So watch out for the wrong notes, of course.
Oh.
But so tremolo where you can. Huh? So it's.
Oh, okay. So also tremolo on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. Okay, can you start from the cantando again?
Yes. Was the first part of it nice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch out for the wrong notes, huh? here. So this left hand is going to the A because you have the chord of F.
Oh.
Yeah. F major. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You've played the A now. The A should be very soft because it's not part of the melody. So your left hand there is now correct. It's an A, but must be very soft.
It's the resolution. Okay.
Is it, yeah.
Same thing.
Same thing. G, just normal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you tremolo
So,
that one
or
no?
you can choose, or you play how it is written, or you leave out the B flat and the A in your hands, and you play it with your pedal, but not both. Otherwise, you'll get parallel octaves. Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
oh,
yeah.
I get it. So if I
Yeah,
play,
yeah, yeah.
if I play here, then no.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
And keep on tremoloing. So you have here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right.
So for chords, maintain the tremolo. Are there any times in this piece where it's nice to, well, other than the beginning, is it times in this cantata where it's nice to just have the note completely by itself? Or should I keep tremolo the entire time?
Yeah, normally you keep tremoloing because it's very high. Otherwise, you get suddenly a very short sound, which is a bit strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there you can make a link. And don't stop there. And not. Because he also put his phrase marks through the C sharp there. Yeah? Okay.
Got it. I noticed it.
So yeah, if you want to make it a high point, but not too strong, because
Yes.
then it doesn't sound if you play too strong here on the high notes, and it's very delicate. You can do a kind of a kind of arpeggio. Sorry, it's a bit high here, like this. And instead of just playing just this, which sounds a bit metallic, especially here, you do Re fa re si, D
Yes.
F D B flat. Yeah, but you're very soft.
Yes.
Yeah? Go on. Yeah, this is articulated enough, these triplets. You have otherwise it's a blur.
Got it.
Yeah, especially the bass is important here. Again, the theme is coming.
Yes.
Yeah. Dum ba dum ba. Yeah. Okay, there. Yeah. Wait. Okay, there also Pocoritinito. And so on. Yeah. We're almost finished here.
Yes.
Should I just finish up the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
phrase?
Finish it up, and then
Stand somewhere
it's
else.
the other one. Okay, so the last measures, so it's still rhythmically correct. Dum ba da dum da 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 dum.
Yes.
It's almost a Dvorak. Dum da da dum
Oh,
da
yes,
da
good
da
comparison.
pum pum pum. And then only here poco nito drum drum. You wait, tension, and then a tempo again. Yeah.
Got it. Got
Yeah.
it.
Wait and tempo. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
That's so good.
Oh, you now get the honor of having the microphone.
Oh gosh.
So we are
Why
now
is your sheet
proceeding
music like
What?
that? Why is
to
your sheet music like that?
Because
to
I printed it
the
out from my
son,
phone.
I
Oh,
think.
where does this go?
Evelyn's son.
Hello,
That's
that's
her.
me.
That's her name. And she's going to play for us, hopefully, I think, Leerings, the Passacaglia of Leerings.
Indeed.
Where should I go? Is there just should I just go to the practice?
That's where I was.
Probably,
It's
yes.
very air
Yes,
conditioned.
yes.
Yes, yeah. Thank you. So yeah, Passacaglia of Leerings. Huh?
Passacaglia.
So there are two people who are actually from the Mechelen Carillon world, let's say it like that, and different styles, Chef Rotiers and Jos Leerings, but both romantic style. So Jos Leerings, you can say he was more influenced also even by jazz, but they were good friends, Jos Leerings and Chef Rotiers, so they knew each other. He wrote Passacaglia for his father, who died in 1953. So he wrote it in that year. And it had a prize in the composition contest in 1953 also. And it's one of his best pieces of Jos
It's
Leerings.
very good.
Okay, let's start immediately.
Okay, cool. Then it is a bit closer.
Yeah, we'll do it here.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So I'll let you play first, but I will stop you once in a while, not the whole piece, but the whole piece is 15, almost 15
quite
minutes,
long.
or 10 minutes or something like that, yeah, okay. Yeah, so for the first phrase, of course that is the theme. So the second measure, the A is softer, should be softer. The E also there, and not da da dum. Very small comma there, because another phrase is starting. Also again, this G is softer. And so on. Can you try? Yeah, the E not too strong. If you have difficulty to play this E soft, you can also play it with your hands, with your left hand. Yeah. Good, go on. you really have to play in the same tempo. So you get the also the tremolo. Okay, let's try it. Yeah. Watch out that you're not suddenly going too fast on some moments. Because you were doing a bit.
Yeah.
And so on. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. One remark here. Re, mi, re, not re, da, da, re, do. It was the same as here actually. The theme is coming back, but then mostly tremoloed. Yeah.
It seems like a lot of the pieces based around these like 2-bar phrases, kind of, like swelling on them.
Yeah.
Does that just continue throughout the whole thing?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's most of the time it will be 4 bars, 2 times 4 bars. Yeah. Sometimes it's even divided into 2 bars, but you can say most of the time 4 bars.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just go from here.
Yeah. Good. Watch out for rhythm. It's a don't lose the general pulse there.
Okay.
Watch out for the triplets. And it's 2 against 3 there, right? Yeah, okay. And soft. Try to play softly there. So it's lento, piano, espressivo. Here it's espressivo, which is of course in Italian it's espressivo. You play the last note of
The
too short.
Yeah.
Ti da da da, ti da da dee da. Da de da da, da dee da da da. Okay, so here, it is espressivo. It's singing. It's using tremolo. Everything looks very lyrical. the high point here is this G. Dee, dee, da, da, dee, da, da. So the E, just the note beforehand, cannot be too strong. Otherwise, you lose the effect of the high point on the G. Dee, dee, da, da, dee, da, da. Yeah? Okay, let's try that. Oh, the whole thing? Yeah. Yeah. Dee, da, 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 dee, da. Okay, that was good. So the E was softer, and now we're going to make the G a bit longer, like a Gothic accent, like a time accent. Dee, dee, da, da, dee, da, da. Da, da, dee, da, da. Yeah?
Yeah, I'll just start from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just do it.
Okay. So, be calm here. Lento, espressivo. You have all the time of the world to sing this melody. Okay, try now again. Yeah, that's good.
I just like the same principle.
The same bit.
Yeah. I love it lost a bit.
Yeah, so okay, you have to work of course on the triplets, on the rhythm. Da dee da 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 da. Okay, but we're going further for now. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, don't hurry.
Okay.
Pa, da, dee, da, 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 pa. In the beginning is a little bit faster, but not till the end. Pa, da, dee, da, 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 dee. Otherwise, it's out of balance. Yeah. Da, dee, da, da, da. So it's the same. The same what I said for the hands is of course also valid for the pedal. Ta dee da da da. And especially the pedal has to come out here. And on this carillon, it's not such a problem. In other carillons, you have to give even more pedal. Yeah. Okay, so this is 60, but you're doing the arpeggios very fast, and it's still piano, and if you're playing it probably too fast, yeah, a little bit more air between the notes, it sounds less aggressive. Yeah, yep, that's better. Yeah, okay. So in this variation, it says misterioso, and so you have to do something mysterious, like spooky. So, dee, da, 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 dee, dee, da. but don't cut it too much. So every 2 measures, okay.
Mhm.
But see that you have this crescendo diminuendo thing, like so a danger is coming to you and it's going away again. So it's very mysterious. And in the meantime, you do a little bit of rubato. So you pull. So on. Yeah. Okay, that was a little bit too much. So gradual rubato. Like that. Okay, so what you're doing now, you're stopping too much now. So you do da dee dee da 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 da, and then it's too much cut. So see, look more for 2 measures at once, like units of 2 measures. Otherwise, it's too much into detail. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Further,
Okay.
if you want. Okay, so you have got this misterioso. Now it's time not to do too much rubato here, because so this is more let's say a variation that is more metrical, not too much rubato, a little bit, because the next variation is quasi cadenza.
Yes.
Otherwise, everything would sound the same. Yeah. Okay. That's enough, yeah. Okay, so quasi cadenza, but still with a controlled rubato. So you did rubato, good.
So more broken up, maybe?
Yeah, a smoother rubato.
Okay.
That it's not like, oh, I have to do rubato here, and so I will do a lot of rubato at once, but then it's too much. Then it would sound artificial. Instead of you were doing a bit more like that's a bit too much. Of course, you can discuss about it. You have several tastes, maybe some
Different schools of thought.
maybe different schools, especially in piano. Let's say in the 19th century, begin 20th century, probably they would even use more rubato, and maybe this kind of rubato you did maybe would have been accepted. I don't know, but it's a question of taste, and also you still need a kind of unity in your music. If it's too much, yeah, it's the same as not enough, and then it's not so good. Let's try it with a smoother rubato.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's more or less it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go further.
Okay.
So there's another variation. Of course, the bass is very important. He even marks marcato, the bass is very loud. And here you can, instead of immediately playing loud with your hands, that's because you were doing. You can go towards the third beat more. Is not so much because it's going down, but there again,
yes.
to the third beat. Yeah. but I have to hear the bass really loud enough, okay?
Wait, so
Yeah. Yeah. But don't forget that he himself even writes bread signs, so that you have to beat a little bit. Da dee 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 da da dum, dee 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 da da dum, pa dee dee da 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 da. So otherwise it will sound a bit overwhelming. There.
right.
Can you do it again?
This thing fell off.
Oh, okay. Microphone. Fine. No. All right. Let's do it again. But don't forget that once in a while you have to breathe, even in such passages. Yeah. Voilà. Da, 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 da. Go on. Yeah, so this molto lento, espressivo, but not too aggressive. Not too much either. You were, it was the right direction, but it was a bit over the top, yeah. And soft enough. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So in the beginning, don't be too fast yet. So can I give an
Yeah, of
example?
course.
So you have. So this 16 notes in the beginning shouldn't be too fast. So if you do this, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And even on this small tremolo, because this is a really very good height or register for a tremolo, you can still make music. So you play the 2Ds. You wait a little bit before you start a tremolo. So and a small crescendo, small diminuendo. So start. You wait a little bit before your tremolo, fraction of a second. So on, yeah.
Should
So
I octave?
you can octave. Yes, I play it in octave.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to do it, but I think it sounds nice. Yeah.
I'll try it. And
Yeah.
also everything else.
Yeah. Just try this now, okay? Okay. So take your time. It's a kind of rubato, so you take the liberty to play a bit out of time, so you have all the time of the world there.
Spans a little more
And then there gradually you can go a little bit faster, and so that you have a more balanced rubato there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
even even okay, now you're playing with octaves that you're not really used to. But if you're playing that all in octaves, it still shouldn't sound aggressive. Okay, but you're used to play without octaves, so we are going to do it now without. Okay. Okay, there are some wrong notes here. So the thing is that most of this variation is quite intimate. It's only at the end that you can really go a very big crescendo. Yeah. And then it comes here. Then you have this energy explosion that comes there, okay? So let's now do from the last measures of this variation, and then you can explode. E natural, sorry. Okay, otherwise that doesn't really sound. Okay, if you want to make a crescendo, it doesn't really mean that you have to go quicker. Sometimes it can be, but in this case, I would not go too quick. Even at the end, a bit of ritornito. It even says it, rallentando. Okay, don't exaggerate. Yeah. So this is the explosion. You can give a lot of accents here. So because there is so many notes, otherwise it could be very blurry. And so you go towards this high D. Yeah, high then. So enough accents, enough articulation.
Okay.
Can you try it again?
Yeah.
very soft. We are almost at the end of this lesson, but I want to say to you, so sometimes you can take over some difficult passages in your feet with your manual. And so think about it, but I play this D, A, F, and so with the manual, and then you can stay much stabler here. Dum, dum, and then you do this, you can just play with your hands, and you especially when you're not too tall, like me and you are not too tall. You have to find things that you don't have to jump too much around on the bench, and this can be very helpful. Okay, I hope the lesson was helpful
Thank
for you,
That's
and
very
for
helpful.
and for the public somewhere there over. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you. Bye bye.